In today's video, I am going to teach you how to use Image Tracer in Figma. If you've ever needed to convert a bitmap image, like a PNG or JPEG, into a clean, editable vector, this workflow will save you tons of time. It's great for logos, icons, or simple illustrations you want to scale without losing quality. Start by opening Figma and navigating to the file where you want to work. Look to the bottom toolbar and open the Actions menu. Then choose Plugins. In the search field, type Image Tracer. You can also look for Vectify if you prefer a similar tool. If it's your first time, add the plugin to your workspace so it's easy to find later. Once you see it in the list, run the plugin to open its panel. Next, place your image on the canvas and select it. You can drag and drop the file into Figma or use the Place Image command. Either works. Make sure the image layer is highlighted. Most tracing plugins expect exactly one selected raster image, and they'll prompt you if nothing is selected. With the image selected, open the plugin if it isn't already active. The plugin will detect your selection and get ready to trace. Now, configure the settings. The key control to understand is the threshold. Think of threshold as the sensitivity slider. Move it higher to capture more detail and midtones, which can reveal fine edges. Or lower it to keep shapes simpler and reduce noise. For high contrast artwork like logos, a lower to mid threshold often yields crisp results. For photos or shaded illustrations, inch it up and preview until the edges look accurate without introducing too many stray shapes. Depending on the plugin, you may also see options for smoothing, corner accuracy, or color versus monochrome. Small adjustments here can drastically improve the final vector. So take a moment to experiment and preview. When you are happy with the preview, click Place Trace Vector or Add to Page. The plugin will generate an SVG vector and drop it onto your canvas as a new layer. Your original image will still be there, which makes it easy to compare the before and after or to keep as a reference. You can now select the new vector, rename the layer, and organize it with your existing components. Because it's vector-based, you can edit paths, tweak anchor points, change fills and strokes, and scale it to any size without losing clarity. That's the entire process. Thanks for watching.